me share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so we were into problem. What is a problem? A problem is a underlined root cause of one or more incidents. Okay, so let's write it down. So a problem is an underlined root cause of one or more incidents. Okay, that's a problem. Now, what is a problem management's objective? The problem management's objective is to permanently solve the problems. All right. So we understood the problem and we understood the objective of the problem management team. Now, they permanently solve the problem. How exactly do they identify the permanent solution? By performing a task which is called root cause analysis. Now, this is a detailed level analysis. It's a detailed level analysis which is using certain techniques like 5Y. What is 5 Ys? 5 Ys ask questions again and again. So, for example, looking at the Tina's issue, network issue. This is a problem, right? So they ask why there is a network issue on that floor. They initiate the restoration team once again for RCA analysis, and everybody from all the teams who can help in identifying the RCA, the root cause, they join this meeting and then they answer this problem manager of their questions. So they ask this team, hey, why there is a network issue? There is a network issue because of the router. Router is down. Okay, all right. Then they ask why again. Why the router is down? Because there is no power on the router. Okay. Then again they ask why there is no power? Because the power supply which was provided by the UPS was fluctuating, and because of that fluctuation one of the hardware component of this hardware or this router has failed because of fluctuation. Okay, so why we have the fluctuation on the UPS? Because there is no secondary UPS, which means it is a single point of failure. Single point of failure. So there is just one UPS at the location, which is UPS 1, which is supplying the power to all the devices at the building. That is the reason it's an overutilization of the power and the device, and it is fluctuating, which resulted in a hardware failure in that router. Okay, why do we not have redundancy? Why do we not have a UPS 2 here? Okay, they say okay because of the budget. Why we do not have a budget? Because we didn't get the approval. Why didn't we get the approval? Then we get into the people aspect. Okay, who is the one who is not approving it? See, we are getting into the root cause of the problem. From the router till the UPS till the approval. If you see, there is a constant digging down deeper on the actual problem, on the root cause. Are you with me so far? Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
Now, once let's suppose we can dig down deeper, but let's suppose that we have identified that okay, this UPS one is a problem, and we have to create a redundancy of UPS 2, and that's how we can load balance between both of them, and that will solve the problem permanently. We identified this. The moment we analyzed this problem, the moment we understood that okay, this is the problem and this is the root cause, we create a known error record. Known error record, KE123. What is a known error record? It's an article. It's an article which talks about the problem. So the problem PR123 is analyzed, and we identified that the root cause of this problem is this, and the workaround of this problem is this, the quick fix is this. Everything is documented in this known error, and this known error is visible to all the respective teams and the end users. So incident management team can see this, service desk can see this, every single team can see this, including users. Okay, that's how we all are aligned that okay, there is a problem in the system, and team problem management team is working in that to permanently solve it. However, for the time being, this is a workaround, this is a quick fix. If any issue is reported on that router, use this quick fix. Are we good so far? Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
perfect.
So where are we creating this known error record in the same like ServiceNow or same
Yes,
tools?
in the same tool, ServiceNow, whatever ticketing tool we are using.
Yeah,
No,
ticketing to yeah, okay.
yeah, ServiceNow, Remedy, these are some common tools again. So your organization has your own tools. So they might be using these tools or they might be using their own tools, but these are most popular ones which are majority of the organizations are using.
So
Yeah,
is it a knowledge base article
absolutely. It's
in
a
those
knowledge
tools
base.
or
Yes, it's a knowledge
okay?
base article. However, it's a subset of knowledge base. That is something which is owned by problem management team. They
Okay.
create, they can create knowledge here, and only they can retire knowledge here. Whereas knowledge base anybody can create. Make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's a subset of knowledge base which has licensing permissions. So only problem management has licenses to create known errors. Now this known error is visible to everybody. After that, once they have created the known error article, after that what they do, they know that they need an additional UPS. Remember? Yeah, in order to permanently solve it, they need additional UPS. Do they have it? No, they do not have it. So what they need to do, they need to procure that hardware, procure new UPS, right? How do they procure? How do they add new assets in the organization? We do it by using a practice which is called change management, or we also call it in ITIL change enablement. Okay, now let's suppose, first let's understand what is a change. A change is any addition, any modification, or any deletion of IT assets or IT configuration items into IT system. It's a change. If you want to add any hardware, any software, that's a change. If you want to modify any release, any asset, that is a change. If you want to delete any item, any asset, that is a change. That has to go through change management practice. Are you with me so far? So what they did, They created a change request CR123 for change management team. And from there, the change management practice gets triggered. Any questions by anyone so far? Any question? No?
I
No?
have one question,
Sure.
Nitin,
Good.
regarding the problem management team.
Mhm.
So, do they also follow the same SLA, like incident management team?
Do they also follow the same SLA? What SLA?
Like it was a P2, which Tina raised, right?
Sure.
Priority to
Yes,
ticket.
absolutely. So
So,
they also follow the same prioritization technique, problem management team. The moment they receive this PR123, every team does that. The moment they receive this PR123, they also prioritize in a form of P1, P2, P3, or P4. Prioritization happens at every level. If the impact and urgency is higher, they raise it as a P1. Otherwise, it's a P2. Otherwise, it's a P3 or a P5. Okay? And then
But that
SLAs.
categorization will be different, right? Because with customers, we have mutually agreed SLA that you'll
Yes.
have to resolve P1 within two. For
Yes.
them, P1, P2, P3, P4 has a different uh, uh, SLAs, right? Meaning SLAs are not the same.
Mhm. SLAs will be same. I don't understand your question. Could you
Okay.
elaborate a little
So
bit? Yeah.
yeah, definitely. So
Mhm.
they face the issue. They
Mhm.
and we provide the quick fix like in 50 minutes, right? And the SLA was for P1 was 2 hours, let's say.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, in order to identify the actual root cause, it takes us days, you know.
Absolutely.
So all I'm saying is for problem management, the SLA is not the same as the incident management.
Yes. Each practice has its own SLAs.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I was the
Each
point I'm
practice
trying to
is
make out.
different. Yeah. SLA is different for each practice. It can't be similar because they are all are different set of tasks and activities. Okay. So no, if you have that understanding that you will have the same SLA for incident. Incident is resolved already. You see, incident is resolved here. So how can
Correct.
we say that incident SLA will be following till problem? At that's done. Incident is done. Incident story is closed. We will not talk about incident SLA there. The moment it is resolved, SLA is done. Then problem management starts. So problem management starts means their SLA will start. Then change management starts. The moment this practice triggers, the SLA starts. Make sense? Yeah?
So who
yes,
raises
Nitin.
this change request?
Sorry.
Who raises the change request? Is it
In
problem manager?
in this example, problem management is raising this change request. In a layman term or in any of the scenarios, there is no guideline in ITIL that hey, you cannot raise a change. Anybody can raise a change request. Anybody, even a user can raise a change request. Now that is something which is defined by your organization. Your organization says, hey, users cannot raise change. Fine, you decide. ITIL says anybody can raise a change. Anybody can trigger a change management practice. From there, change management will decide what changes to follow, what changes to approve, what changes to reject. Make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
But in this example, problem management will raise the change because they are responsible for permanently fixing this problem. Make sense? Without raising the change, without getting the additional asset, they cannot permanently fix it. So they are responsible to raise the change. Yeah. Okay. Let me
Yes,
give you
Nitin.
another example. So you are a user and you are trying to print a document and the printer is not working. The printer is not working. So your service desk team has routed you to some other printer. They have mapped your machine to another printer, but you see that okay, this printer is not functioning since last 1 year. It's an asset to the company which is not functioning. You can raise a change. You can raise a change. You can go to the self-service portal. If your organization allows you to raise a change, you can raise a change to modify the printer, to fix the printer, to replace the printer, whatever tasks can be done. if your organization allows you. Again, not a best practice to not allow you, but best ITL says everybody should be allowed. Make sense? Yeah? Are
Yes,
you with
Nitin.
me? Yes? Perfect. All right. So let me just quickly go to the slide and give you a quick exercise. Okay. All right. So let's treat this exercise as a case study and let's do it all together. Everybody in this team, I'm not going to raise a breakout room because we don't have that much of time. Try to come up with a solution here. Okay. You have 5 minutes. You can discuss it. Okay. Did we read it? Yeah.
Yes, Nitin.
Okay. What about the resolution here?
She can update the ticket by saying the
how urgent that is. She can explain in the ticket.
Or maybe she can call service desk
Mm.
directly to expedite because she is in hurry and time crunch is there.
Uh,
If
Maybe
calling
she can
services are
mention the
available.
business impact in detail because it
Mm-hmm.
seems that her priority incident was shifted from P2 to P4.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she can mention the impact it is going to cause on the business,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe the incident manager can consider, okay, this is a high priority one, and they can, switch it back to the P2 after discussing with the
Okay.
incident manager, Usha.
Okay. Any other inputs?
Escalate her situation to the manager or the IT owner who owns the IT services,
Mm-hmm.
and then parallelly she can update the ticket. She can create the ticket. She can update the ticket. She can add the business justification why this printer service is necessary,
Mm-hmm.
and along with the why she needs to print. The reason is these documents are compliance and audit document.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there is a deadline or something, and before the deadline she needs to submit the document, so she needs to give the proper business justification to mark her ticket as a priority ticket,
Okay.
and it will help Usha to start the I can say SR call.
SRT call. Yeah.
SRT call, yes. So yeah,
Okay.
she needs to give a proper justification.
Okay. So yes, that's the right answer. See, incident management has read the issue, right? They read the issue that she's trying to print a document. Printing a document is not doesn't seem to be a P2, right? But until user specifies the business justification and the urgency, they will not be able to understand. Calling service desk will not help here because service desk will not be able to elevate the priority of the ticket, even if you share the business impact with them. It is important to inform the business impact and the urgency to the incident management team, communicate with them so that they understand, right, what is the impact, and then they can elevate the ticket from P4 to P2, right? So that's
No,
the,
but
yeah,
service this team can, because they structure it, and if we call them, they can add the additional information, right? This normally happens when you call service desk. If you missed anything, and if you call them, they put the additional information there that this
they
is the
can put,
business impact.
absolutely, they can put the additional information, right? User can also put the
Yeah.
additional information.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
yeah,
All I'm saying is there's a time crunch, so
yes,
maybe rather
no,
than going
absolutely
to and
correct.
fro, they can call
Yes,
and
yes, but the decision of upgrading the ticket will always be on incident manager's shoulders. So that person has to be convinced enough with the business justification and the urgency to make a P4 back to P2. So that's what she can do. Second task, Usha is an incident manager for this P2 incident. What's the step-by-step resolution life cycle and diagnosis approach Usha should take to resolve it quickly?
maybe was it working earlier? When it stopped working, any external thing like any upgrade happened on the system, compare the setting for the same model with the other model to see if there's any difference. But since this is urgency, maybe they'll ask her to configure alternate printer and give the command, and then they can do the root cause analysis later.
No, they do not do the root cause analysis. Incident manager,
No. They'll then create a PR to do the root cause
yeah,
analysis later why it
yes,
happened. But for a
yes,
quick fix, they can configure an alternate printer to give the command and sort the
absolutely,
issue.
absolutely. So they will step by step identify who is the resolver group which will help here to fix the user's issue as quickly possible. They will engage that person or that resolver group in the SRT, and from there the troubleshooting starts and they provide a quick fix to the user. Once user confirms that the issue is resolved, they resolve the incident and raise a PR if necessary. If it's not necessary, if it's not a big problem, or if it's not a problem at all, they do not raise a problem. Problem ticket is subject to be created based on what is the issue. Make sense? All incidents will not trigger a problem ticket, guys. Okay? Yeah?
Yes.
Are we good? Perfect. So, the forum is open for any questions if you have. Okay, no questions? Then let me ask a question. So, question to Soumya Kupuraj. What is a problem? Soumya, what is a problem? Okay, Ramita, what is a problem?
It is the underlying reason for an incident or an event.
For one incident,
For any incident or event, it is the underlying reason that has caused and triggered it.
okay. Manjunath, what is a problem?
Problem is like
Uh,
to permanently solve the problems.
I can't hear you.
Problem,
You're breaking up in between. So, okay, fine. Shekhar
yeah,
Joshika, yeah,
It might cause one or more problem, like one or more incidents.
one or more incident. Okay, so an underlined root cause of one or more incidents, that is a problem. Okay, okay. What is the objective of problem management? Question to Ritika Babirwal. What is the objective of problem management? Ritika. Okay, all right then. Question to Meherban Singh. What is the objective of problem management?
To permanently get rid of the to permanently solve the problem, basically get rid of the issue that triggered
How?
the problem
How?
by doing the root cause analysis.
By doing the root cause analysis and fixing the problem permanently.
Yes,
Right? Perfect.
absolutely.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well then, guys, I hope you learned something new today, okay, in a form of incident and problem management practice. Always remember, these are the best practices, okay? Do not compare best practices with your existing practices in your organization. They are slightly different because they are customized, all right? However, these practices will always help you and your organization to deliver value to your customers, okay? So if value is your priority, then you have to follow this one. If the cost is your priority, then you follow what your organization says. Okay, perfect. So I hope this was an interesting session, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Nitin.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Nitin.
Prevent.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Nitin.
Thank
Thank
Nitin.
you.
you. Bye.
Welcome.
thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thank you.